lock the door.
Yo,
Hey, Prez.
what up, Prez?
Is anybody
what
else
up?
coming, or should I lock her up?
I think everybody's had fair opportunity to make it.
How's it going, Prez?
How we doing?
I'm for some beans.
Doing
Stone, how
good.
are you?
Doing good.
Doing good.
Doing all right.
Cuts look good on you there, Road Captain and VP.
Yeah,
Appreciate
man.
that.
Nice to be at the house. Oof,
Right?
feels good.
Yeah. That's that Santino guy thinks he's gonna find you. Pfft, what a loser.
Hey, listen, they got that second-rate SRT team, bro. It's terrible, man. Like they probably couldn't catch a cold in Antarctica. Let's be honest.
Fucking trash.
Yeah, bro. Like I can imagine right now. Like this is their SRT guy. I'm him, right? Oh no, you're at SRT guy, right? He's at the light looking for you, and then here goes Warden, right here. Here goes Ward. Right at the light or something like that. I could just see that happening.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, me too. Anyway,
Yeah. So, how's everybody doing this evening?
fantastic.
Good.
Prez.
Great.
Fanta might be a few minutes late, but he should be here soon.
And there's a couple who's going to be running late for the train coming back in the state. So, I mean, I received emails. I'm sure some of you have received emails as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, we're going to start with old business. Is there any old business? We'll just go ahead and get this thing started. Okay. So we got church, members church and cabinet included. 13/2023. You got this. Our secretary's not here yet. Damn it, Trinity. Remind me, VP, just go ahead and write on the notes. Remind me to green light Trinity not being here. Okay. Anyway,
Roger. Copy.
I'm just
Green
kidding.
light.
Green light. Green light. Where?
No.
Stand down there, road boy.
It was a joke. It was a joke. Remember all that green light fiasco?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
exactly why I fucking said that. But at least, hey, I appreciate you making I could hear it this damn time.
Yeah, so we'll open the for old business. Is there any old business around needs to be discussed, brought up, talked about?
Real quick, Razor came to me. I was going to talk to Mav, but they want to do a.
Can we make sure we're using our big boy voice, please?
I mean, it don't get any fucking bigger. Maybe you should clean the wax out your ears out there sunning by fucking pools and shit. Anyways.
Excuse me, Lieutenant.
Ooh,
Anyways. Can you hear me now?
You refer to me as Vice President, Lieutenant.
Okay, Vice President. Good to have you back. What I was trying to say is Razor's asked to purchase or have the club acquire 4 armor ballers for extracts and movement of people that might need moving around a bunch. So I wanted to bring that up on his behalf to everyone, get feedback and thoughts.
4 armor ballers. If there's any cross discussion on that, go ahead. Table's open.
How's that being purchased?
Via a money order or PayPal. I'm just kidding.
Venmo.
Is he purchasing it? Because I know you were talking about him purchasing it, or are we purchasing it?
Talking about. Okay, I understand your question. About him
He's
purchasing.
asking where
club?
the funds are coming from.
Yeah, where are the funds coming from for the ballers?
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, if it's a club asset, we should purchase it. But I think he was looking to buy it. I'm gonna just defer and let you all counters coordinate that shit.
Do we have money for it?
I was putting the money up to buy the ship. Is what me and him were talking about with that.
I personally feel as if it's a club asset, it's a club expense, not a member expense. Anybody wants to be generous, that's fine. But at the end of the day, it should be club related through and gone completely through the treasury.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the price tag on those?
No idea.
They run about 90.
So I think that's. You said 90 a pop?
92,000.
Less than flashbangs.
What's our total money count right now? Where are we sitting at on funds?
We still
What's
have
that?
we still have a couple of million left. Quite a bit left from the lawsuit. So
I mean,
sitting
another
good.
question to ask: if we do put them as club assets, how the fuck we gonna register them with the state?
they're LLC.
They're LLC.
How are we sourcing them? Are we just buying them direct? Do we have a source that we're buying them from? Can we buy them so they're not linked to? Can we buy them under the table?
Yeah, I have contacts. I was talking to Razor about it too. I have contacts who can import them under the radar and then off the books into the LS ports. They just need to be transported up here.
Who's your contacts?
They're buddies I rolled with back in Liberty City. Doing some shit. They're I'd have to get contacts and everything. They change their name every 5 minutes.
Are they trustworthy?
Yes.
You know their names?
Like I said, they went ping pong and Luke back.
Their name
back
is
in
Ping
06.
Pong?
It's what he was called, but they change their names every so often, so can't get traced. It's
An interesting name to pick.
Yeah, don't ask me
Ping
why.
Very
pong?
much so.
Ping
Like,
pong.
are we just
and Luke.
like, what about tennis or like pool? Like, are we just picking game names or some shit?
I mean, I don't know what he's doing.
Okay. Ice, since you're treasury and you'd be involved in this, what's the feeling on this? Before we were to purchase anybody, we know we're definitely gonna run background on them. So
Yeah, I would. If we're purchasing from them, I'd want to run a full deep dive background on them because I don't trust. Then we'd have to search the entire vehicle, make sure it's not got
Couldn't
anything.
Rigatoni source some of that stuff for us?
Yeah, I'd rather do with business with people we've been doing business with, and Rigatoni said he could get us some stuff.
It makes me nervous. Just some random guys that we haven't done business with, especially at that scale. I mean, the money's not that big, but
Yeah, the money is not the
with
issue.
the involvement that those are going to be in, the least ties to us, the better.
Don't want to take the risk.
Since we're on the topic, business with the Rigatonis has been booming. The shipment went greatly. I'm sure he won't have a problem with sourcing those vehicles.
I would say, in light of recent events, we definitely need something that we can move folks around in. Yeah.
Agreed.
yeah. What's just what I would say. I mean, we just kind of feel out this way. We just kind of do some looking. Let's not just jump. You know, it's like when you're buying your first bike, right? You know what I mean? Or buying a bike, you just don't jump on the first thing, right? You gotta get something that fits you. I think we'll just do a little research. We can get something. If we can get something for the meantime, that's great. But we definitely want to get something reliable. We don't want something, you know, that gets fucking shot, and then it, you know, doesn't move 10 feet, being shot one time or something, you know.
Absolutely.
Understood.
I'd say we definitely keep it open. Ice, BB, and Snow, you guys want to take point on that and look around. BP, if you're cool with that too.
Yeah, that's fine with me, brother.
And we got to figure out how we're going to register it all. We want it part of us tied to something else. Do we want to create another LLC to have it tied to that?
I mean, I don't care if you get fucking a dead man's social security number and
I mean,
name.
do we even have
you
to fucking register them, to be honest? I mean,
Yeah,
if
if
they're
you
just
get
going to be
pulled
for
over, you're-
extractions. Yeah, but we can transport. I mean, like, what are you going to get pulled over driving that shit around? I mean,
Yeah, that's, well, I mean, if we're trying to duck and hide and do escape,
Yeah.
and then it gets flagged as not registered.
but I feel
Well-
like if you're doing an extraction, you're fucked
Yeah.
anyways.
I feel like if we register it, it's definitely not attached to the club, because we attach to the club, then that gives evidence for them to come knocking down our fucking gate. So if
just
anything,
leave
if you get registration through a dead man or whatever, you know, that's whatever. You know, that's one thing. But it definitely
Yeah.
does not need to be associated. Even if it's not registered, I'm cool with it not being registered, because like like Bear's saying, is if we're extracting, shit's hitting the fan for a fucking reason. So we're getting
Yeah,
the fuck
we'll
out
just
of Dodge.
I say run them like those insurgents we had.
Yeah, whatever happened to those?
Oh, they gone. They were
Yep.
used to break
Like
this guy out.
gone?
I sold them.
You plan on keeping them?
I mean, that's more discussion that we need to have with that. We want to keep them because they got to be close by. Obviously, can't keep them the just if any raids happen. You know, they can seize items like that, or if it look similar to any certain situation that may not have happened, they may seize it for evidence. So we definitely don't want that happening.
So, I got a garage. That he's down by 194. If that's not too far.
That's a little far. I mean, that's like with Seaview. I'd like to keep it in Pluto if we could.
Yeah, we should. I'd say buy a piece of property down here and keep them there.
Actually, I lied. I have another buddy who owns the warehouse at 042. I can get him in contact with you guys and whatnot. It's
I feel like we have a lot of buddies that nobody knows.
this one has been around for a bit. But like I said,
We
I
still
can have
don't know
him
him.
contact you guys if you want to speak to him and whatnot, and go from there.
I'm just gonna roll like this for right now because of the amount of heat that is watching the club. We for right now for new business deals like that with outsources we don't know should only be dealt with. Business deals should only be dealt with people who we can trust, like with the Tony and the Dan guy, or whatever his name is. I just think that'd be the smart thing. It's nothing against you or your buddies or whoever you know. It's something against them personally. It's just there's a lot of fucking heat right now, you know, and like literally. I mean, they're looking for a crumb to come knock the gate down, you know. So
Must err on the side of caution.
If I may say, I would just say if we're gonna figure out where to storm, that should probably be something that me and Sarge and VP and you guys talk about and figure it out, because not just as far as storing them, keeping them out of sight, but we want them to kind of mold into our ops plan, right? For extractions and things like that. So it is as simple as storing them for something. In the end of it, we need to plan out how and where we're going to store them, how we're going to retrieve them, who can retrieve them, all that shit.
Who owned that house that you were staying at?
Which one? The one I was staying at?
Yeah.
Rigatoni's. Rigatoni owns that house. He offered it up for a safe house for us if we ever needed it.
That might not be a bad place to store 'em, in the garage over there.
Yeah, it's got a two bay garage, so I know we can reach out to him.
'Cause it's right on the building, easy to get to.
all right. All right, so we can just move the following since this is still a continuance. We'll just put this out to a vote. All in favor of researching and investing in vehicles per se what has been said. We'll just go ahead and lay it on a vote, and then we can continue on the next meeting about it. If there's any movement on it, or if we're all in favor of it. Where's your guys? You just or the tables, y'all. So
I'll throw out an eye.
I
I
Tom, are you being quiet?
Aye.
I mean, is there anything you want to say?
No.
VP?
What's up? Reference these vehicles?
Yeah.
Nah,
Anything
I
you want to say
mean,
about it, or are you in favor?
yeah. I said I didn't know if you caught. Yeah, I said I. I'm good with moving forward with the research and then the purchase of the vehicles and stuff.
All right. Well, we'll keep researching on it. Obviously, we got who's on point. Ice, DB, and Snow. You guys can take point on that. If VP's not around, or if Karma's not around to reference with it with the dealings, you can get with me, of course. But since all votes are in, we'll go ahead and make final. My hammer. Don't worry about it.
You scared the cigar out of my mouth.
Yeah. All right. Any other old business that needs to be discussed?
I will bring up one thing. I don't know if
Okay,
you
go ahead.
consider it old, but it's something that we've talked about for a while now, but we haven't had any momentum on. Is a LS clubhouse. I've
Yeah,
had
that is
some
something.
schematics and everything drawn up regarding that. It's what I say, 240,000 for the property, and then roughly about 60 to 80,000 for the renovation,
Yeah, I think we totaled it around like
like
320 to
320, yeah,
340,
something like that.
which we're good with. We have the funds for that.
Be a multi-tiered facility. It'll have a basement. Basement will have a cell. Cells are important for things. High
Where?
walls.
What location? What was we looking at? Or
Vespucci.
just? Oh, okay.
Vespucci.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
It was the second one that had that elevated back.
Oh,
Back
the one
area.
you and Ice went and looked at that
Yes.
about a month ago.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
not the
Oh,
first
okay.
one, but the second one that was elevated with the elevated back parking lot and wall and shit.
The bigger
Okay,
one.
gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely something we need to look into for when said things where we can't be up here. You know, it'd be
Mhm.
nice to have a sanctuary where we can be and be safe within our own walls instead of just, you know, out there in the open. I mean, I'm gonna agree with it. We can open the table up if anybody wants to say anything on it. Just have to work a little bit harder to maybe get a little bit of traction going for it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good with that. We can start researching the property and looking at total cost and all that good stuff, and see the location, because now everybody's got the location, and bring it forth before bring it maybe next time we have a church meeting and see about moving forward on it.
But anybody say anything about it?
No, I think same. We definitely need something down there when we can't be here.
Aren't we currently using the tuner shop down there as our current operation?
Where we're at?
Down
in
the docks, the tuner
port?
shop, the big shop down there. 927, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it'd just be nice to be a little bit further north.
Oh,
you know?
absolutely. Yeah. I mean, that's what we've been using for temporary when we're down in the city. So,
Yeah, yeah. I remember that. I mean, it'd just be a little bit. 'Cause, you know, you have fucking Grove Street real close by. You have Jamestown real close by, and you know you have Forum. That's a little close to territories for comfort. It'd be nice to be up there around Vespucci, where it's a little bit easier to breathe. You know? And it doesn't look like we're trying to take territory or start a war or anything like that. Anyway, yet.
Yeah, it's an unclaimed area.
Well, all in favor on that?
I
Aye.
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 Absolutely. I.
All right, majority, and so see here. Obviously, ICE should be involved in that as well with King Treasury. Bear, VP, and Karma, you guys good to take point on that?
Absolutely.
yeah, as soon as we get it ready, I can start working with the city to get it permitted.
Cool.
Everything's ready.
All right. All the LLC documentation should have that, Mav.
Yep. I got it.
I mean, Ice. I don't know who the fuck
Ah.
Mav is.
Yeah, who's Mav? Hello.
That's my undercover name.
Yeah.
Me and I was gonna say it's almost Manny and Ice, but Manny and Vice.
Oh boy.
I was trying to make up an acronym, but it didn't
It's not bad. It's creative. I give it to you.
What?
It's a
What
4
I've
out of
done.
20.
All right. Moving to the next subject. Anybody have anything else they want to throw out for old business?
A lot of loss has been around. They've been aggressed recently. I mean, pretty much almost every single day they're up here, stopping by, checking to see how we're doing, things like that. Might be
What was
good to the lost.
I'll reach out to the law. Repeat that first part of that.
No, I just said the lost is up here quite frequently. They've helped us out with a couple of different situations, things like that. I think it's be good to, to show camaraderie towards them, reach out to them. If we're riding through, stop in, say hello.
Yeah, I heard they might be getting some property up here or something.
No. If they're thinking about getting property over that, they're gonna die trying. That's unacceptable. Who did you hear that from?
No, they're trying to get property down near Stab City.
Okay.
Okay.
If it's Polito,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go whoop their ass after this church is over.
Yeah, they need to talk better because
Okay.
it was the two that are usually up here. I don't remember.
Say this since we're talking about the Lost MC. We've had him in here a couple of times. He's a kid, lives around here, lives around Blaine County. We all know Tommy, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Who's that?
Oh, that's
young-
what they
You
wanted to
can't-
talk to you about, Karma, was they got the guy that did whatever, ran him over.
Now, I will say this. Tommy's some young kid beat up and went over and, it was right outside the clubhouse. And obviously, this is our fucking town. So police weren't going to do shit about it. So we started looking into it. And every time that we have come across Tommy, it seems like has to do something with lost, right? Now, I don't know if it's the truth, whatever. He's a young kid, so I take it for a grain of salt. I would just say watch ourselves around Tommy because I feel like he could be a shit starter to where he wants to spike tensions. I mean, yeah, he might be 15, right? But he might want to spike tensions because he doesn't know the facts of all the facts. And I don't want to spike tension between the lost because every time we've dealt with him, the first night had to do with the lost MC, right? Second, then he was in here, lost MC. He said the lost MC was looking to kill him, right? So like he's every time we deal with him, something to do with lost MC. So I don't want to spike tension. So just be careful what we do when we're around with him. If he's blabbing whatever, I don't care. Looking out for our local residents here. If they're getting fucked up by gang members and criminals and other bullshit, because this is our fucking town. But you guys understand what I mean?
Yeah, get some information they had on that. They came by. We're wanting to talk to Karma about it, but Karma wasn't here yet. They caught the guy who did it. It was an ex-Lost MC member that they threw out because he was too much trouble for them, and he still runs around running his mouth as if he is Lost MC, but he's not. And they have him locked up in the back of their compound now.
Good.
Beating the crap out of him.
Perfect. I say if Tommy comes to the gate requesting support, unless it's absolutely dire, he does not need to enter our walls. He definitely should never be in our building. And all interactions with that boy should be very minimal. Like get him somewhere that's safe, that isn't around here if you have to, and leave it at that. Never discuss things regarding the club. That should be obvious, yeah?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Just one more thing on that. I don't care if they were hanging out with Lost, right? It's good. Like Carmen said, to have camaraderie with them. It's good to keep relationships strong, but you know, they shouldn't be up here all the time. You know, we have our own shit to do, and we can't be having them tag along if we want to do something or whatever, and they're here, whatever. I don't care that they're here every now and again, but like the other night when that fucking deputy showed up, investigator, I can't remember his name. Who's that deputy's name? We fucking kidnapped.
Bryce.
Price.
Bryce, yeah. When we kidnapped him, he came in here, right? He was being all cool, whatever. But now, if I was an investigator, I put myself in his shoes. I'm gonna document in that the D. Okay, they have relations with Lost MC, right? And I don't want. I know no one's here gonna leak any information, but you know, you never know if they might overhear something. And you know, I'm gonna tell you right now, if like if we had a big indictment or something like that, and they said, "Hey, give us information about the Lost." You know, obviously I don't rat on my friends, right? But I'm not them, and you guys aren't them, so I don't know if they would do that. You know, rat on their friends to save their own ass. Like,
Yeah, they would.
happening.
They could try to wrap them up in a RICO charge.
So just be careful. You know, it's good to be friendly and good bonds. You know, because they have been there to help us out. Like I have nothing against them at all. I just don't want 100%. I guarantee if we're able to look at that file of AOD, it's probably notated in there that they have affiliations with Lost MC now.
Yeah, make goddamn certain that you don't violate bylaw number 8.
But anyway, has anybody else got to say anything about that before we move on?
Nope. Good with it.
Ward, if you want to go ahead and bring that next subject up.
Are we going into new business?
Yeah, is there anything for old business, or can we complete old business and open up to new business?
Old business complete.
Nothing.
I think we're good with the old business.
We can move forward.
All right, we're moving forward. Old business closed, new business open. Ward, go ahead and lead it.
Yep. First off, I'd like to bring up moving Beans to a patched member. I know he's not the brightest bulb in the pack, but I will say he's been loyal and he's done just about anything we've ever asked him to do. Like tonight. Hold on. Like tonight, when we was trying to get me from the safe house to here, I think it was you, Q Ball, told him to go drive down the road to get pulled over. He didn't ask any questions. He went and did it. And he rode circles around Toledo, making sure there was no cops so I could safely get over here. Again, I know he's not the brightest bulb and he's dumb as a box of rocks, but he will do anything we ask him to do. And, you know, that's what we uphold is family here. And to me, I feel like he is part of our family. He's like the cousin you don't want, but, you know, nonetheless, he's family.
I believe that this matter can be opened up to vote.
Yeah, open the table if anybody's got anything they want to say in support or in a naysay of it. So go ahead and table's open for discussion.
I mean, I don't mind it, but I just don't know if I would trust him with my life.
I mean, not to downplay that, but I can say I can, because when that shit happened, when we took that police car 10 feet down the road and they started getting shot at, Beans was the first person over there when Ward got hit by the police, punched and tased. Beans was the first one over there throwing fucking hands back.
Yeah, no, he was
protecting
throwing
Ward.
beans back.
Oh,
Yes,
He was
throwing
literally
beans.
throwing beans at the cops.
well,
And
I've seen
that
him start
dude
throwing
is
punches.
fucking useless, bro. he's a meat shield, bro. He's like he's $100 out of an ATM, bro. $100
Yeah.
You know what? I mean, I'm good with it. I mean, he's been around. I mean, like I said, I don't know if I trust him with my life, but he's a good guy, and I mean, he does shit. So I would-
$100, bro.
If there's any doubt, because when that patch is on, you have to be able to trust that brother or that sister with your fucking life. You know.
Okay, who buys 2 bags of chips and then robs an ATM and takes $100?
I mean,
Beans.
So that comes to be.
first time I
Beans
did an
does.
ATM.
That's who.
First time I did an ATM, I only picked up $100 because cops were coming. I ran.
May I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Vice, this one's specifically for you, since you're pushing this to the table.
Yep.
Do you
go ahead.
trust? Do you trust him with your life?
I would.
Do you trust him with my life?
I would.
Do you trust him with the lives of everybody at this table and those that are not present?
I would.
Is it unwavering?
Absolutely.
How much
Very
he
well.
pay you?
He hasn't paid me anything. Listen,
He
dude,
just can't have a radio.
My last question that I'll bring up, if I may.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Are there barriers that are insurpassable regarding him with members that have spoke up? Are these things that cannot be mentored or given energy or focus on to help improve him in his stance as a patched member of this club? Very well.
And I will say this for, I mean, that
I'm just saying, $100
no,
fucking dollars
listen, I agree 100%.
and 2 bags of chips that he paid for.
I agree 100,000,000%, but you know, he's gone to jail before, and he's on any of the jobs we've done, and he's never ratted anybody out.
That's because he doesn't know anything.
Well, that's not a bad thing.
I mean, at the end of the day,
Maybe he
the
gets
vote,
$200
right?
next time. I mean, this is.
Well, we have our cases pled. Let's go to the table. We'll go one at a time, starting from VP, and then we'll move over to Karma, and we'll go down that way. So VP, go ahead.
I vote to move Beans to a full patch member of the Angels of Death.
All right. So we have one yay. Karma.
Yay.
You say yay?
Yay.
We have 2 yays. DB.
Yay.
3 yays. Ice.
Yay, but no radio.
Yep.
4 yays. Manning.
I'm not gonna vote.
You got to. Yay or nay?
Absent.
All right. Well, I'm gonna take that as a nay then. 4 yays, 1 nay. No man.
Yay.
5 yays. Mullet man down there. I don't know your name.
Blade.
Yay.
Blade. You say yay?
Mm-hmm.
6 yays. All right. Is that Razor?
No, that's Shorts.
Shorts. Okay, shorts.
Yay.
All right. 7 yays, 1 nay. Regardless of whatever my vote is, the members have spoken, so
I mean, I kind of want to know what your vote would be, though.
they just have doubts, and having doubt in this line of work can lead to troubles, you know. So that's why I would say no.
All right. Well,
Do you wish
As
to
long as-
utilize executive privilege to nay the vote?
I'll give them a roll. I'll give them a go. But far as I mean, because I said this from the get go, there's gonna be people who have this patch who are not going to be involved in every aspect of what we do because they just want a group of people to ride with, right? And we can use those people for the face of the club when we're doing community work, right? If we're doing community work, we're doing community rides or benefit rides, we can use those people to make a good face on us. We don't have a bad face on us. That's what I would say. We could give it a go. If I was absolutely against it, I would executive and say no. But I would say information wise, if we're going to do something like terrible, if we bring him on, it'll be voted for.
Can I bring one thing up on that, boss?
Go ahead, DB.
So I know I voted yay, but I just want to point out that should the time ever come to remove him, a whole fucking different process having a prospect kick rocks and leave versus removing a member, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
Most members don't walk out of here; they get carried out of here.
And you can't clean beans off these cots, man.
Oh God.
So that's my only thing. I mean, I said yay. I get it, but I just want to make sure if we do this, we all understand that it's a completely different way of removing him if he fucks up and he's got a patch on.
Right.
Mine was a hesitant yay.
The votes are in. So, I mean, this is what everybody voted for.
You want me to go get him?
Yeah, you can go get him.
I think he's got a radio.
No,
Better
I
not
got
have a
thrown
fucking
out.
radio.
Yeah, Karma gave him one because he's on security lookout. He's the only one that was around.
Oh, okay. No one's dead yet.
Yeah.
I mean,
Close.
is he still there? I mean, if he ain't there and he's like wandering in the thing of beans, then no, fuck that.
You're vetoing it. You know, I wouldn't be mad at you, Prez.
There's a high chance he's
Beans, can you hear me?
right now, but
But yeah, I got some people to get. What's going on?
Who's out there?
Got the
Some
got a tablet for the
Sanchez?
cameras?
I don't know.
No.
Well,
we
we're
don't.
not accepting visitors at this time.
Oh, I
There's
guess there's
cameras
something
here?
lost here. I'll tell them to get
No.
out of here.
no.
Copy, copy. And then we're gonna need to see you up here in the hall.
I'm coming up.
It's a lot easier to do when I don't have my mic muted.
You gonna do the cool welcome in, or you gonna have the warden with the old scare the shit out of him welcome him in?
I'm sorry. What did you say? I couldn't hear you.
I asked if the Perez was gonna do the, like knife to his throat on his knees. But
I don't think phases him. I think he's too stupid to.
His brain is a bean.
that's
No,
not
did that with-
necessarily a bad.
That was
Half
Gabe.
a bean. not
We
even a
didn't
bean.
do that with Gabe. We did that with a couple people. We did that with
Ah.
Gabe and somebody else.
Gabe's fucking simple.
Yeah.
Nope, here comes Beans.
Should
Um,
Refried beans.
Everybody armed.
Oh,
yes.
Yes.
Beans, just go in.
Yep.
come out. Yep.
Yeah, go in.
Car- recognize what might happen.
Hello, Beans.
How you doing?
This your candidate, Ford. So go ahead.
VP.
What?
Good talk. Not even
This is,
fucking
your,
paying
this
attention.
is your fucking candidate.
Oh,
So
no, I thought you was doing it.
tell
Press.
him why
I'm
he's
sorry.
being brought up here.
Beans, can you hear me?
Yeah, I didn't hear you, Mr. Warp.
Beans, what you think about the Angels of Death?
I think you guys are an amazing group of people. You guys are nice and welcoming, and you guys love beans.
How long you been a prospect, Beans?
I want to say about a month.
It's been a long time.
It had been a long time.
What's family mean to you, Beans?
What's family? To me, family's a bond that cannot be broken.
Let me ask you something, Beans. If anybody in this room here was endangered, would you lay down your life for them?
I would let him. I'd throw beans in the person for him. You know how
We-
much I love my
we-
beans too.
You know that. Yeah.
We understand you'll throw beans, but would you lay down your life to save a brother or sister in this room?
Oh yes, I will.
after he eats some beans.
Before I ate my beans. I ate my beans after I handled the job.
Wow.
That's a good answer. I'm just saying.
All right. Prez, you got anything you want to ask, talk to him about?
No, I'll do it after.
Do it after I read the thing. Oh, I didn't have in mind. I got you.
No,
Yeah, I got you. Sarge, anything you want to ask?
Oh, of course.
I figured.
When is it appropriate, Beans, for you to dispel?
Oh.
Oh, that's
Oh, that's on the
we're getting
compound.
shot up.
Everyone stay in the room.
Lock the door.
I'll hold the door.
Oh, sorry, I locked it.
Stand by on
The front
proceedings.
door's locked too.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Last time we had it.
Yeah.
Well,
But no.
the very first one we got fucking raided, and then did
Yo,
the
bro,
second one go okay? Did them,
I
did it
forgot
die?
about I forgot about the first one, bro.
Ready?
Born.
Opening.
Bike is headed north.
Who? Okay.
Yeah, sports bike, dark color. I didn't get anything else.
They shoot at our building?
They shot all up the gate and just kept going north.
Who was it?
It was some sports bike, dark colors. That's all I got. They were hauling ass.
Anybody in the hall have comms on?
Yeah, Manny does. I'm sitting here in the office window.
Okay, I see you. Individual on a black sports bike just drove by our compound and shot up the gate as he drove by.
I want to
So,
say I saw green, but I'm not 100%.
Well, that's why we paid for that thing.
yep.
Who the fuck is that?
Hang around. All right, we're returning back up.
Okay.
I'll hold the inside of the door.
I think we'll be fine.
Oh, well, here they come.
Everything Gucci out there?
Yeah, we're all good.
You're coming in now.
You know a guy named Pretty Boy, I want to say his name is?
Pretty boy? No.
No.
James Ramirez
Pretty boy?
from the old state crew.
Nosy Winter. He's outside.
All right.
James Romero.
Ramirez.
Remember he worked for you and me in the other state?
Oh, yeah, I remember him.
Yeah.
He always had
weight,
that.
though.
He always had that damn polo shirt. That's why we called him Pretty Boy.
Yep, that's
Uh,
right.
All right, he's outside.
right.
Let's continue.
Yeah, old man Beans has got to go to sleep. So let's go ahead, Sarge. Whatever he's gonna ask.
I've known you for a little while. I know that you've made attempts to make sure that I was safe personally. You've picked me up from the hospital, brought me back up here to Plato on your own fruition. Things that I appreciate, things that I look for. When I'm looking at a brother. I think the answers that you had tonight were good. But if you were to answer this one question, I'd be inclined to listen to it. But what is the most important thing to you, Beans?
I want to say respect, madam. Respect. Respect goes a long way for me.
Elaborate on that.
Elaborate on respect.
Hmm.
I mean, it's basically. I mean, I guess you kind of give what you get. You know, if you respect me, what I do, nice to me and everything like that. I'm gonna give you back what you're giving me.
Do you think that's a fair approach to your life that you live?
I think so.
Do you feel that Angels of Death, as a motorcycle club, as culture, as people, have shown you the respect to which you seek?
I think so.
Do you think on like the backside of that you have shown this club the respect that they seek?
I think so.
No further questions.
Iceman. No, I'm sorry. Actually, Fred.
I'm good.
Iceman.
Fuck, you just skip over the LT. That's cool.
Oh, no, I did. Oh, I'm sorry. God darn it. Sorry, LT. Go ahead.
That's good. I got nothing to say, boss.
Y'all are all like mismatched in where you're standing. It's confusing. Ice.
Sorry, what?
Do you have any questions for Beans?
Yeah, will you stop washing things in beans?
I promise next time I'll get a bucket of soap and car wash. Or I mean car wash and water, sorry.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna say one thing.
Go ahead, Press.
Beans. What may or may not happen. You understand this life that you choose to put yourself into, and you understand that whenever it may ever happen, that patch will always come first. Correct?
Correct, sir, correct.
Your outside life is your outside life. When you're in these walls and you have that cut on, this is your business always. And you should be able to be reliable on to be called upon at any point in time.
Yes, sir.
Because the people in this room will do anything for each other. Everybody standing easy. Everybody stand easy. Now, most of you should know what to do. Karma, I definitely expect you to know what to do. Beans, are you armed?
My arm, no, I don't have a gun.
He doesn't carry guns, Press.
He doesn't even, he's
Oh.
never even shot a gun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he just throws beans at people.
I have an extra gun on me I can give him.
No, don't. Please don't.
Yeah, well, never mind. We'll just
give us
skip
some beans to
that.
throw at
I
you.
got a try.
No, it's fine. But regardless, you understand if you were to point at me, what would happen? Or point a gun
I
at
think
any
I'd be
person wearing
shot.
this patch, what would happen?
Yes.
You know why that is?
Because we're all brothers.
Because we respect each other and we have each other's back no matter. All right, you can go and do your thing, Ward. I'll chip in after you're done with that.
All right, you want to go ahead and read the creed, or you want to step out?
What?
You want me to go ahead and read the creed?
Go ahead, read it. Good.
All right. Actually, one other thing. What's rule number 1 of the MC, Beans?
Sir, that is loyalty, commitment, and respect come before anything else.
What's rule 4?
Never steal from your brothers.
This man has a photographic memory
Yes,
because
sir.
that is the quickest anybody has ever rambled him off.
Sorry, I had to pull up the thing in my brain. What's number 4, Beans?
That's
Oh, did you?
Oh my God, Vice.
Never steal from
Sorry,
your
my ears were
brothers.
plugged.
He had too much time in the sun.
Jesus, I know. I'm brain dead. Jesus. All right. Anything else, Prez, that I might have missed? Sorry.
No, you're good.
All right. Beans, I'm going to ask you some yes and no questions. I want you to answer yes and no. All right?
Yes, VP.
All right. Do you swear to represent our name and patch?
Yes.
Do you swear to give everything to protect your brothers and sisters and uphold the reputation and honor of this club?
Yes.
Do you swear to abide by our rules and bylaws and never turn your back on your brothers or sisters?
Yes.
I, Roland Ward, Vice President, patches you, Beans, into the Angels of Death Motorcycle Club.
Well, thank you, VP.
Congratulations. Well, Sarge, can you grab a patch for him? You can sew it up. You know what? Yeah, just grab him a patch, please.
Beans, if you do anything, it does not, I suit or any officer suit sees unfit for you with that patch, it can be removed.
I understand.
So this is the top, the bottom rocker, and the patch.
Thank you, ma'am. Do I need to show this on at home? Or can I have shaky hands?
Yep. If you need help, let me know. I can take care of it.
Oh, thank you.
Get that fucking tattoo changed.
Welcome, brother.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
All right, welcome, Beans. Does anybody have anything else for Beans before he goes to sleep?
Nope. Congratulations. Welcome. Don't fuck it up. Otherwise, we'll kill you.
Thank you, Prez.
Congratulations, brother.
I appreciate you too, Road Captain. Thank you.
Yep. Have a good one, Beans.
All right, gentlemen. You guys all have a good night. I'm gonna head about.
Take care, brother.
Have a good night, Bean.
Love you all.
Not Beans.
How did we
Aw.
not ask
we got
that he
the
could shoot
door.
a gun first?
Make sure to lock every door you exit.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Since that's out of the way.
Thanks, Prez. Appreciate it.
Like me. You know what I said.
Well, I still
Thank
appreciate
your fellow brothers
opinion.
and sisters.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
We have a new order of business. The severity of this, I want everybody to think about it before you say yay or nay on this. Warden is going to plead his case. I'm going to allow him to plead his case on why and what it is. After he pleads his case, all I'm going to say is really think of the I can't even talk.
Repercussions, Prez.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Think about what can and can't happen to yourself, not just as a club, but to yourself. Okay. And if you're willing to go down that road, state your case, VP.
All right. Thank you for the floor. I appreciate it. What to propose is absolutely lucrative. What I believe it is in the best interest of this club. What I just read to Beans is what everybody else has been read at one time or at one point in their endeavor to becoming in a motorcycle club in this state, somewhere else, wherever. We represent the name, the patch, family. You know, this club means the absolute world to me. And when anybody disrespects this club, there's a price to be paid. Now, that being said, I want to make a motion to put a hit out on John Santana. I don't know what department he's with, but he's a law enforcement officer in this state. And the reason is, several months ago, before a lot of y'all were here in the state, me, the Prez, I think Iceman was at a club, minding our own business. Apparently, a shots fired call came in. We was in the back. This is the old clubhouse now. If you're not familiar with it, we had a back parking lot, and we was all in the back. A trooper, a couple cops came up, and this John Santana guy. Immediately, the disrespect was real, demanding us to do things, demanding us to do that, which, you know, I'm not too worried about. It is what it is. Well, during their little investigation of whatever they were doing, I guess the trooper said we had somebody handcuffed in our building that he saw. At that time, we was all detained, searched. I was demanded to give my keys up to the clubhouse to this John Santana. And he then unlocked our door and went in our clubhouse and walked around all willy-nilly while we was in handcuffs. Pretty much spit in our face.
Him and his
Said
partner
we-
also kicked my bike over.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot that. Yeah.
Yeah, when Prez first got in the state, I wasn't there. Prez can, I just know third-party information. Prez can elaborate, but apparently he got pulled over by this John Santana and his partner. He had tasers aimed at him. Got his bike knocked over. This John Santana has no respect for us. Absolutely none. He's hunting me down. There's no secret. I'm a wanted man. I know I'm a wanted man. But he hasn't been around. And I've gone on a spree, a killing spree, killing high-ranking officials and law enforcement in this state to draw his ass out so I could put a bullet in his head myself. While that was probably not the best way or the best route to go about things, this club means more than anything in the world to me, and I would die for this club. I would die for anybody in this room. But the amount of disrespect this man has shown towards our motorcycle club, the Angels of Death, our brother and sisterhood, should not go unpunished. I'll answer any questions anybody has.
I just want to say,
Go ahead and open the floor up for discussion now.
I just want to say that Tony has also brought some concerns for Mr. Santani, and also has a warrant out for his arrest. So I'm sure he's on board as well.
Who? Tony who?
Tony
Rigatoni.
Rigatoni, the one. Apparently, his I've gotten word through people that they raided his house after what happened when I was whoever got me out of the car.
He's not happy about that either.
His house was raided because the vehicles were parked in the driveway. Parked in the driveway, mind you.
I'll bring something up.
Good.
None of the hits that have been done, with the exception of the breakout attempt that was afforded to the vice president in transit to Bolingbroke, was ever sanctioned in any capacity. No bylaws were followed in conjunction with getting lateral votes from members, things like that.
I concur.
I think that is a very large misfortune that the vice president has accosted the club with. I just want to make sure that that's known. That's my job.
Fair point. I'll admit I was wrong in that regards, in that aspect. At no time did I ever come to anybody else and ask permission to take out these high-ranking officials.
I mean, I'm totally cool with it, but why are we waiting so long? I mean, why did we not do this a long time ago if it's been so long?
To be honest, I've did not want to bring this to the club. I was going to handle it myself.
But it reflects directly
So you're
upon the
gonna
club.
handle it? Yeah, you're gonna handle it without approval again?
No. Well, I was if I had a shot, but not anymore.
I mean, I'll support it.
Table's open for discussion.
I mean, yeah. Are we gonna make it publicly known, or just, well, not publicly known, but are we gonna have them know that we did it, or is it gonna be more of a try to keep it secretive and this place out of it?
I think if I may press speak.
Okay.
I think the operations and stuff will be discussed at a later time and point of how actually it would happen. Again, I'm a wanted man. I have no problem with him knowing that I put a bullet in his head. That's
Isn't
just
that
me.
what got you in this place in this position in the first place?
But I'm not afraid to go to jail or die for this club, Fred.
Okay. My
point was, I think it hurts us if you do go to jail or die.
Okay, so we let this guy just keep running around.
No. I'm
disrespecting
totally,
the club.
I'm totally for it. I'm just saying.
I mean, so what are we gonna hide behind? Clothes and vehicles and oh he got killed. Nobody knows who did it.
I mean, my worry is they're already looking for any thread of evidence to come break the door down. I mean, if we advertise that it's us, they're gonna get all the info they need to knock the door.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's like,
And then it'll just be continuous harassment.
Why would we tie ourselves to it if the point is to get them off of us?
I agree.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
basically, I think it's sanctioning war against all LEO. You put a hit out on a cop, and I don't disagree with you that respect needs to be given, and it clearly hasn't. But
Yeah, clearly
we're
he's a
talking about
dick.
going to war with every fucking cop in the state.
I'm not against the hit. I don't think we should
I don't
plaster
think
our
it should
names
be
all
on the
over it.
front. Yeah, I don't think it
It
should
has
be
to be
hit.
done tactically.
I agree. We
I
don't
mean,
need
the whole
any
point
evidence
of
going back to us.
yeah, the whole point of registering the ballers and stuff in the LLC is so that nothing is tied to us, so they can't kick the door down.
I mean, no disrespect when I say this, Karma, but did y'all leave y'all's balls at the door when y'all walked in?
I don't have balls.
I know, that's why I said no disrespect.
I
I don't think
mean,
it's a matter of balls. I think it's a
I think
matter of her just doing her job and pointing out what the rules are. That's it. I mean, I've known Karma for a very long time, and she's probably got bigger balls than all of us in here combined.
I mean,
There
my point
needs-
is, do we want them kicking the door down again?
It's
I mean,
going to
'cause they're
happen
going to.
if you pursue this avenue. This is gone. All of this is gone. In what, 2 months?
Do you think they're not going to kick the door down if they know I'm here?
I
They
think
don't
that
need
starting a
proof.
war with the entire state and all of their law enforcement presence is.
Well, can we clarify whether you support the hit if it's not with us plastered on it, or if you're saying don't send the hit?
See
'Cause
that
I'm all for the hit. I just don't want to plaster our names on it.
I think that instead of knocking off this, that, and the other in terms of other people that are not directly correlated to the individual in question, that it sets a really bad principle for us to do what you've been doing so recklessly. And I say that with respect.
No disrespect taken.
I got a question. Do we have any security outside?
Probably not.
Got a big wall and a gate. We're fine.
Okay.
Locked door and a lot of people with guns. I think we're okay. So the issue for me, and again, this is just purely from my position as Sergeant at Arms with this club, is that things have been done. Aggression has been committed. Hostilities have been encountered regarding situations that you have put us in, Roland. They have not been sanctioned or supported by the club. They've been a personal thing that you've just done
Vendetta.
yourself. Yes. Had you been more responsible and included the club in the decisions that you were making, you might not be into the situation that you're in right now.
That's a fair statement, but I don't regret the situation I'm in. I regret that it's put the club in a bad position, but I don't personally regret the position I'm in.
It's Razor. It's Razor.
Everybody should point guns? Question mark.
Should we?
Absolutely fucking not.
Oh, sorry, spoke.
Hey, y'all good if I come in?
Man, Make sure the door's locked behind you.
Make
You
sure
lock
the
the
door's
door?
locked.
It's good.
Go to the left side of the table so we can even the numbers.
Other side. Shorts, move down one, please. The primary
Got it.
issue for me specifically is that club culture bylaws are not being substantially met in regards to the showing of force, the exercising of murder, things like that.
It's fair. Well, this is not to sound like an ultimatum, but if we decide against this, I'm turning myself in.
So speak to that, if I can, and just
Yeah, go
hear
ahead.
me out, because we were talking about kind of how we would proceed. Would that be such a bad thing? Now, before you say, fuck yeah, I'm going to be in jail a really long time, and I don't ever want to see you go to jail, but let's say worst case scenario, you do go to jail. Would that not give us an end to start running things inside a little bit better and expanding our footprint?
I'd much rather go to jail knowing that motherfucker's dead. But that's just me.
I mean, I'm all for it as long as it doesn't tie back to here.
I agree.
I have a question.
Yeah.
If let's say for instance, Roland doesn't turn himself right now, however, he talks to or somebody talks to the DA about giving him a lesser sentence if he does turn himself in. I say we do that before turning him in, or
What's your
before
warrant
himself
for it?
turning in.
Attempted murder.
I've been told it's attempted murder, but here's the thing. I mean, I know there's probably more pending charges just waiting to get.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
he's looking at like 30 years.
But
I thought
I
it
mean,
was just an escape warrant.
no.
No,
So-
they got him on everything. Unfortunately.
my point being is that Roland's a wanted man and he's on the run right now. If someone were to speak, if our legal team, if we have one, were to speak to the DA about getting him a lesser charge for him turning himself in, I think that would be the better option than him just turning himself in.
See, I like that, but my personal opinion, I don't know if us reaching out to a DA would really work. I'd say it would work if we could find us a good lawyer, but just us reaching out to them, I don't think they'd listen too well to us. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, that's fine. That's why we also have partners and stuff. So like we reach out to the partners, maybe they have, somebody on payroll that's a lawyer or whatever. They'll reach out, talk to the DA, talk about getting him a lesser sentence if he turns himself in. Then that'd be better for us so that he gets out quicker if he is going down the route of turning himself in.
What if we fake your death?
That no.
I mean,
It's like
You can't remove fingerprints. You
well, I
can
mean,
burn 'em.
we could burn his fingerprints off, shave his head.
everybody knows
maybe
it's Roland,
cosmetic
man.
surgery.
Roland
the
is
thing.
rolling.
I'm going to talk. The discussion can close for a minute. I've been sitting here thinking, listening to everybody back and forth. Ultimately, it comes down to a vote when we proceed with this. Now, that being said, I do agree that we shouldn't attach ourselves to it. That gives an opportunity for them to have breadcrumbs to investigate other places. Now, that being said, with that being said like that, eventually you would have to turn yourself in, Roland, and then take a procedure of the way DB is looking and others with a lesser sentence or something like that. If there's no ties, if they know that it was you, you might as well just leave your fucking cut here because you're never getting out of jail, ever, unless you break out again. And then we're gonna be right back trying to hide you and shit. So you'll never be an active, productive, partaking member in this club. Unless we talk to you in jail. You know, you'll never be allowed to be at church. You'll never be allowed to be any voting. You know, so there's a lot of things that you have to consider with this. Understand that it's a disrespect and respect thing. Yeah, the guy's a piece of shit. I don't like him, you know? And, you know, I've talked to the Lost MC and how he and his crew handled the Lost MC compound the other day. Well, Lost MC can be kind of stupid sometimes, but, you know, when he did come here, he did not talk to us with any disrespect. He kind of watched his tone. Because I'll
Well,
tell you right
maybe-
now, if there was, I don't care if there's 15 cops there or not, I told everybody go inside and I would have fucking capped him right there if he started talking disrespectfully to us. So, and I think he knows it. I think it's an unspoken mutual respect, but he doesn't show it because of the way he conducted himself the other day was a little bit of respect. Not much, but there was a little bit of leeway, right? That being said, if this vote does go through, okay? If it goes through, this will be the last hoorah from you for a long time, Roland. At this extent, right? And I'm just gonna, not to throw authority or anything down, but it'll be the last of it. If you feel like you need to go on a vendetta or anything like that or whatever, you come talk to the cabinet, and then we talk to the members, because you have to think, just like Karma stated, with the unsanctioned, the unholy hell that you have brought upon all of us, dealing with it, the harassment, SRT or whatever showing up here looking for you. You know, we've had some of it's our part as well, you know, where we've had allies being harassed about it. So it can waver relationships when it comes to that point. And I don't like wavering relationships because the outcome of wavering relationships is tension. Tension leads to war. And I don't really want to fight war right now. Now, granted, when people were talking about this is a war against law enforcement, what's clear is, yes, the person who would be greenlit is a law enforcement officer. Has nothing to do with his title. It has to do with his mentality of the person. Nothing to do with him being a police officer. If he was a fucking high official fucking dock worker, it'd be the same damn thing. Let's make sure we keep that in context. I know that sometimes within the coming investigations and stuff like that, they may think that it is personal, but a lot of people state, including the that Bryce fella, can state of his actions that he has corresponded with us. It's not right. It is very disrespectful. And I mean, I do agree with Warden and a word with in portions of it, with having to eliminate the problem. Yeah, granted, it could make more problems if we're attached to it. If our name is known about it, it would create a lot of problems. This compound, gone. Raids, every day. Your houses, your wives, your children, whatever you have going on in your personal lives are going to be invaded daily. Not once, daily. So the stress that could become upon if you want to attach our name to it is not just affecting, it's affecting everybody individually, not just the club overall. Right? And it's hard to run a club when 90% of your members are in fucking jail, or we don't have a club no more. You know, we all think that we owned a piece of land in this fucking country, but we do not. We lease this country because we pay fucking taxes. We lease our land, and they can take it if they want it. Especially when you put a hit out on a high figure like that. Okay? Now look, like I said, the hit is on the person, not his title. I don't give a fuck if he's a fucking director of, or the president of the United States, whatever. Not, granted, his title comes with certain securities, but let's not take it out of context. It's on the individual. And I think when if this vote goes through and we speak of operations, we can move down that road. But I will say, if this vote does go through, I do not plan on doing any executive orders to overturn it unless I feel that it ain't right. But if it does go through, I will say when it happens. Okay? It will not be voted when it happens. We can put it to a vote, but if it's not right, I'm shutting the shit down. If it doesn't feel right, shutting the shit down. If I see a fucking fly in this room that I feel like it's fucking narking to the police, shutting the shit down. 110%. It's a thin wire. Very thin. Because after this, it's smooth riding for a while. There's no more shooting the cops unless they shoot at us. There's no more shooting at dumb motherfuckers just for being stupid or talking their words. If you want to punch them and fight them out, that's cool. But it's smooth sailing after that. The heat has to calm down. I mean that with full regard. I know I've been talking for a minute, so some of you guys have probably said some shit or thought about some shit. So if you want us to talk, I'm going to open the table back up for discussion, for a brief discussion, and then we're moving to voting. We're not talking about the subject all night.
I'd just like to say one more thing. That they, if this thing does go down, however it goes down, Prez, I mean, they're going to assume it's us anyway. They might not be able to get proof, but,
assumptions don't work out in the court of law.
I agree. I agree, but
assumptions is not enough.
Enough for a bomb, I guess. But doesn't matter. I mean, they raided us with a warrant without judge. So I mean, I'm just saying they're corrupt. They're corrupt.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
But we also look at what we got for that for them doing that. Nice clubhouse, nice bikes, nice cuts.
Yeah, I agree. I'm just saying that they're going to automatically assume it's us, and then they're probably going to take any grain of salt they can find and do whatever they can.
Yeah, but isn't that where the position we're already in? Is
that's what I'm saying.
That
that's what I'm saying. Everybody's saying that it's not going to be tied to us. It is going to be tied to us one way or another.
Well, what I'm saying is they're already searching for anything they can get. Why give it to them?
Right.
They could still assume, and they could still try to look for everything they can get. But that's different than just handing it on a silver platter, saying, "Hey, come kick our."
Right. Because they've already made beefs with other organizations. They made beefs with the Vagos. They made beefs with Tony's crew. So it could be any variety. Yeah, they're gonna look. Let them look. But when they got nothing to look at, wise man once told me, "Smile and wave. Just smile and wave."
What's that signal mean?
You guys are all being kind of quiet.
Lots of process.
We have our brief discussion.
Deep in thought.
Like I said, you have to really think for this vote, because I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not opening the vote up where it ties to us. Not doing it. You can put it out there if you want, and if it votes through that ties to us, I guarantee it ain't gonna pass regardless. But it can't tie to us.
Oh yeah, that's my big thing about it too, and I think that's pretty much everybody here. It can't tie to us.
I understand with having the big dick mentality and like, yeah, that was us. We fucked them up. Yeah, but I'm looking in the future, in the long run, of what it can and can't do. Could it send a message? Yeah, don't fuck with them. But also send a message of, well, who's next? There's always someone. If you're on top, there's always someone looking to push the person off the top of the hill. And it can draw a bigger target.
I don't know. I'm against it. I guess it's a no from me.
Well, I haven't opened up the votes yet, so just keep your votes for yourselves for it.
Everyone to be called on to make their statement.
Yeah, everybody would be called individual, and you'll give your statement of why. Your reasoning.
Hey, if I may
Now,
just say also real quick, Razor got here late. If somebody wants to give him the cliff notes, so he is at least knowing what he's voting for.
Razor would put out a motion on the table to be voted to put a hit on what's his name, Santides, and
John
Kudos,
Santana.
Al Santana. High official police person, I do believe. He's a police officer, been very disrespectful of club. I mean, I can vouch that he's been very disrespectful. I mean, him and his partner beat the fuck out of me, you know. And then they tased me. They kept saying I was resisting. I was laying on the fucking ground. They tased me. Then his partner kicked my bike over. So I mean, I can concur everything that Ward is saying. Like, I literally got my ass by fucking two of them, and there was no. And I was like, I want to talk to some. Call, and I quote, "Oh, partner, our body cams weren't on. Let's turn those on real quick." So
Do you
I
want
can
blood,
concur.
President?
It's not about what I want. It's about what the club wants. I hold my personal vendettas to myself, and I will never use the power or the will of the club to use them to do them. That's what being a leader is, unless it directly affects the club or if it's my fucking problem. If someone hurts Ward, hurts you, Karma, or hurts Razor, then I want blood because that's my fucking prerogative, right? Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and push the. Wait, Ward, do you want to? I keep seeing your mouth. I keep talking.
Yeah.
You want to say something?
Yeah, I opened my mouth and I shut it real quick.
Yeah.
I say if it's going, if you want to, we could next time, and then we'll just sit on it. Unless you want to go ahead and do it now, because I know we've been having church for a long time. So
I think this is the last thing on our agenda. Yeah.
No.
No, what?
It is not the last thing on the agenda.
Oh, second to last. So we'll just go ahead. I mean, we'll motion for a vote. If it's into something, we can always revisit it. You can always motion for a revisit. Yeah.
I am requesting from the sergeant's position that we begin with members and move to cabinet.
Yep, that's fine. All right. Oh my god, I already forgot.
Blade and shorts.
Shorts. We're gonna go ahead and push. So give us your vote and your why.
Can I motion to revisit this topic?
No.
Prez, if I may, real quick.
Yeah.
Can you please clarify what exactly we're voting, whether the hit itself or the method of the hit, or he does it on his own? Can you just please clarify exactly what it is we are or are not voting on?
We're voting on the hit in general. The way it is proceeded and carried out will be discussed later. It's not like it's gonna happen tomorrow. It's not gonna happen, in 3 to 4 days.
There's someone at the door, Prize.
I also see police lights on the walls.
Stand by. I'm about to
Yep.
fucking have someone have a real bad fucking day.
Yep, we've been here way too long.
You can knuckle fuck him. I'll teddy fuck him.
You're gonna teddy fuck him? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I'll show you later. Don't worry.
Hey guys, there's a cop outside at the front gate.
Good, you can fucking wait. Tell him to pack fucking rock.
We're busy. We don't have time right now. If they would like to speak, we can contact them when we're done.
Hey,
Safer.
so real quick, rule number 1, going on unless you're dying or hell's going loose, don't ever fucking knock on that door.
Got it?
Oh yeah, got it.
Yep, just go let them know that we are unable to attend the gate. They can stop by later and chat.
Okay, copy that.
Thank you.
Wait, okay, relax. 5/11/1989.
Apparently, we got a fucking cop at our gate wanting to talk.
That's
Oh,
fine.
great.
Oh, he fucking sit there.
Do we know what he wants or?
All right,
Don't
Doesn't
care.
matter.
go
Not
ahead.
really.
Let's go ahead and get this thing voted on. We're gonna do an absolute vote, unless there's a cabinet person who votes for a revisit. But we can always go
I have a-
about it once we get a feel.
I have a proxy from Trinity.
But oh, you have a proxy vote. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Shorts. Let's start with you.
Given the recent discussion, I say nay. Just because it's a very strong impact on the club, as well as Roland. Sorry, the VP. So I vote nay.
Okay. Across from you, Mullet Man. Sorry, I can't remember.
Blade.
Blade.
Just think of a blade going over his hair. That's why it's so fat.
I'm gonna have to say nay. Due to the big risk that we have and the deep effect that it'll have on our club, I'm gonna have to go with no.
All right. Snowman.
I'm gonna have to say no, just because of the impact that it, could very well possibly have on the club, and what could happen in the very near future.
Razor.
I'm gonna have to give it a nay. I don't think what I've heard and what they've done justifies us taking it to that extreme of a level that's gonna impact not only the club but our lives on a day-to-day basis.
All right. Manny.
I'm gonna say nay, but with the caveat that if the disrespect continues, because a lot of the disrespect that was talked about was before we were kind of established, and so maybe he didn't understand the mutual respect thing. So I'll say nay, but with the future, if this disrespect continues, then we might have to change our minds.
DB.
No, it's not very clear cut. I almost want to say I with prejudice. And what I mean by prejudice is that he's 100% on his own and goes out and does what he does, but will have zero fucking support from any of us. He started the mess. He can fucking clean it up.
Oof.
Was there an A or yay?
That was an A with prejudice.
Ice.
I'm kind of in between the two of them. It's a nay, but if the disrespect continues or if he does it, he's got to do it without our support.
Karma, your proxy.
All right. She did write me something. Kira's vote, or Trinity's vote on this matter is a nay. She did elaborate, if you don't mind me taking a moment to read it.
Yeah, go ahead.
She says that if we greenlight every single person who disrespects us in the slightest, we're going to be constantly looking to kill motherfuckers. The reason given of the illegal search and seizures has already been resolved via lawsuit and subsequent purchases of the new clubhouse on the state's dime. I'm going to need to see more than one instance of him being disrespectful before I vote for a green light. Doing this only gives them reason to raid us, and this club is way too young to be dealing with this level of bullshit already.
Karma, your vote.
Warden? I am voting as a nay. But I do want to, I want this entire table to know that despite, what I have said here today, sometimes one must look like the weak one to be the strength. That is my position here. I do not believe that disrespect should go unchecked by anyone for any reason whatsoever. And had the situation been different and you had come to us and this would have been done the correct way, you would have had my support with unwavering loyalty. But with that said, you still have my support with unwavering loyalty. You will always have my support in that matter. I only want what's best for this club. Oh my.
Prez, you okay?
Yeah, sorry.
It's
Trip.
just it's just very important, and I'm glad that this was brought here, and it is very wonderful to see you here in this room.
Well, VP, what's your vote?
My vote is yes.
You have, was that 8 nays?
I'm no math major.
9, including the proxy.
I
Yeah,
haven't
9.
voted yet. Motioning a executive order, we go to war with the police. No, I'm just kidding. Give me a second. I'm looking at something. All right. Sorry, I was just counting something real quick. Or as of right now, I'm going to leave this topic open for future discussion to revisit, just due to the reasons it was given to watch. There's also, was it 9 votes out of 22 members with, that's including the proxy, 9 votes out of 20 members that have not been accounted for. Because I want everybody's to vote on this. So that's where I kind of stand on it.
I mean, to be honest, Prez, the club's pretty much spoken.
You have 9 out of 22 votes.
I don't think it makes a difference, but you're the Prez.
Prez, would you bestow the table your vote?
I'm gonna say yay. My reasoning for the yay is it's not only a personal vendetta. Granted, I know what it could bring on the on the compound and on the club. Okay, and there's ways that it can be gone about to relieve tension from Leos from us. Granted, they're always going to look at us. They're always going to look at us. Okay, because of what has been done and what we have done, they will always look at us, regardless if we're undoubtedly innocent or if we have all kinds of involvement in it. They're always going to. The name has been done. They know who we are. They know what we do. They know what we have done. Okay. We've been in numerous fucking school.
I'm just gonna ask if I can speak.
Hey, give me 1 second. Just let me finish this note. But I'm just saying that's my reason for yay. Because there's ways it can be and go about where it leads. There is an opportunity. Could be okay. It's not a guarantee. There's an opportunity where it could, like I said, give breadcrumbs for them to look at someone else. Granted, it's kind of shitty. I would always like to own what I do, but there's a lot of tension. And I'd like to personally see VP, you at this table and around this compound without us having to worry about cops showing up and raiding us because you're here. Because that could happen right now.
Well,
they could see him whenever, or could have seen him when he got here. And that's PC to come in here. 110% for him being here. Doesn't matter. And I'm going to tell you right now, there's a lot of things. Yeah, we can do lawsuits, whatever. There's a lot of ways that I've seen in my experience where if they want in here, they will get in here. Granted, they got in our old compound with a fake warrant. We didn't see the warrant until we were already out and they were already searching the fucking building. See? I mean, that's just my reasoning. There's ways we can go about it. I will never sanction a hit on that level where we put our name on it. Bear, say what you're going to say.
Yeah, I know this isn't a debate, but as Sarge correctly pointed out, we're in this position because of the VP for the most part. So I feel like we're just kind of like robbing Peter to pay Paul. We're in the position because of a lot of the actions that VP has done unsanctioned, and now he's trying to motion this hit, which I think could be justified in certain circumstances, but as it was pointed out, we're in this position because of him.
Right. Right. I understand. Right now, Warden. I always want to call you Warden.
That's
Your
my
fucking
road name.
Twitter name.
That's my road name. Is
Mhm.
Warden.
Anyway, as of right now, the motion to greenlight him has been denied. We can revisit it in the next church. We keep the topic open just in case we see other things go down what may sanction it. That being said as well, you're not to go after him, Warden, regardless of whatever personal vendetta you have. A patient bee waits its turn. A
Well,
lion stalks the gazelle. It doesn't pounce right away.
like I said, I'm a man of my word. I will turn myself in after church.
But that could be a good thing too, because he may be looking for you. Oh, you turn yourself in, we get you out on parole, whatever. And then it eases it. And then they're not looking for us to do something. You know what I mean? Wait like a snake and bite them when they walk by.
I feel that this is going to chaff that individual's ass that you seek to have vengeance on. Because he doesn't get what he wants. He's expecting us to fucking do something that will give him every probable reason to come in here and tear our lives apart.
Yeah. He could go turn himself in and be like, well, I'm not done with them, and still start coming around here. There's so many outcomes of what can and can't happen, right? We'll say this. This is where we need Beans to be a prospect. We just get him to go to jail with you to protect you. If you're turning yourself in after church, we will be riding and escorting you down.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Vice.
All right. For the motion for that, because we've been here for so long, and I
Yes.
think we got one last thing to do. So let's make it quick. I'm gonna go ahead and close out this topic. It's be remain to be revisit next church to see if any opinions or anything has happened. Till then, Karma, go ahead.
Thank you, Prez. So myself and Lieutenant have been having conversations with some of you regarding bringing on or onboarding another enforcer. So I would like to make the motion for a table to vote upon two options. One to be selected by this table. First being Snowman, I apologize. And the other being Phantom.
And the other being who? You
Oh,
kind of cracked.
Phantom.
Oh, okay.
Snowman and Phantom. Or if it's satisfactory to the club, and there could be two elections for the position of enforcer to further strengthen our numbers in that aspect, I will be happy to hear it.
I have no opposition against that.
What say you, Press?
might be thinking.
He's thinking real hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Any other to help speed this up? Any other officers got anything on that?
I mean, I don't have any objections to it. I mean, I think how many enforcers do we
there
have
it is.
total? Do you know the number?
2.
Oh, I mean, I have no objection. Let's bring 2 more.
Then we have the lieutenant, who's the lead enforcement, and then all of that is positioned under me, the sergeant.
Yeah, I think I'm good with 2 more.
Put it
Is the
to
press
vote.
back?
Yeah. Put it to vote. All in favor? Say aye.
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 All right.
Mine.
All opposed? No. Okay. Motion forward. Do what you gotta do there, Karma.
Phantom is not here. Snowman,
Good man.
step forward. Do you understand what it is, the role of the enforcer in the Angels of Death Motorcycle Club?
You do.
Do you understand the obligations that are afforded to you as a result of that position within this club?
I do.
Will you honor and protect the laws of this club? Any violations against them? Or transgressions that may be cast upon this club at any time by anyone, internal or external?
Yes.
Does this club have your unwavering support, loyalty, confidence?
It does.
And where you wear that patch, that cut, with honor?
Always.
Sergeant stands satisfied of the vote and the outcome.
Word.
May I present him his enforcer?
Yes. I was just updating this stuff.
Of course, thank you.
Hey, Prez.
Yeah.
Look up in the sky.
I don't give a fuck what that guy's doing out there. He can go kiss my ass.
Woohoo!
Last time those motherfuckers were around here, they raided me. Or raided us. They can wait out there all day long.
Yeah, what the fuck do they want anyway? They can just suck it.
Welcome, brother.
Thank you.
All right, is that everything? All business concluded?
I have a couple more things.
Oh,
Oh.
Jesus fucking
I'm
Christ.
fucking
Christ.
kidding. I'm
God damn
fucking
it.
kidding. I'm kidding. Okay.
I do have one thing to state. For enforcers up, there's 5 new bikes. You can guys that I bought for the club. If you would like to take a look on them, they're in the garage.
Appreciate that, brother.
May I be excused? Have to use the facilities.
Yeah, go pee.
No.
Don't shake it too much.
Fine.
I think we've
Think we're done?
satisfied our result with the church this evening.
Yep, I
Mhm.
think we have. No business, everything.
I think it's safe to close.
All right, we're going to go close church for 10/13/2023. Last words in. Live to ride, live. Stay solid, stay fast. Keep your head up on a swivel. Watch your 6. Right, VP?
Watch your 6, my guy.